Chuck Blazer pocketed over $15 million in soccer bribes to fund a cartoonishly lavish lifestyle, including renting a $6,000 a month Trump Tower apartment exclusively for his stray cats, before his greed brought down global soccer's governing body. While riding a mobility scooter through Manhattan, this 350-pound executive was cornered by federal agents, who gave him a choice: become a secret spy for the FBI, or go to prison for 75 years. You are about to discover how a man who did not even play soccer ended up controlling the world's most popular sport, only to destroy it from the inside out. To understand how this happened, we have to go back to 1989. Soccer in America was practically invisible, a financial desert. But Chuck Blazer, a failing businessman with a massive beard and an even bigger ambition, saw an opportunity. He met a smooth-talking politician named Jack Warner from Trinidad and Tobago. Blazer convinced Warner to run for president of CONCACAF, the governing body for soccer in North America, Central America, and the Caribbean. Once Warner won, he appointed Blazer as general secretary. Together, they took control of a sleeping giant. At the time, CONCACAF was so small its annual revenue was a pathetic $140,000. But Blazer realized that if he could package and sell the TV rights to soccer matches, he could turn this minor federation into a multi-million-dollar empire. And as you will see, he made sure he would get a massive slice of that pie. Between 1990 and 2011, Blazer served as general secretary, and his financial magic worked. Under his watch, CONCACAF's revenue skyrocketed from $140,000 to an astronomical $40 million. Because of this success, Blazer earned the nickname Mr. 10%. His official contract legitimately entitled him to a 10% cut of all the sponsor and TV revenue he generated, which brought him $11 million in legal commissions. But as the money poured in, Blazer's appetite grew insatiable. He moved into the 49th floor of the ultra-exclusive Trump Tower in New York City. CONCACAF subsidized his rent expenses to the tune of $837,000. He paid $18,000 a month for his personal apartment. And right next door, he rented a second apartment for $6,000 a month solely for his stray cats. He drove a $50,000 Hummer SUV, paying an unbelievable $25,000 a year just to garage it in Manhattan, and traveled the world in private jets. But this cartoonish luxury was about to cross the line from aggressive business into flat-out criminality. And the secret lay in how international soccer deals were actually made. The financial mechanism behind Blazer's empire was simple but highly illegal, a shadow system of bribes and kickbacks. To broadcast major tournaments, sports marketing companies had to secure media rights. A sports marketing executive named Jose Hawilla, the owner of Traffic Group, wanted these lucrative contracts. Instead of a fair bidding process, Hawilla paid massive bribes directly to soccer officials to secure exclusive media and marketing rights, including a staggering $110 million in bribes for the Copa America Centenario. Blazer realized his 10% rule didn't just apply to legal deals. He wanted 10% of the bribes too. And it went even higher, all the way to the World Cup. In 1998, Blazer accepted bribes to vote for the World Cup host selection. Meanwhile, his political partner Jack Warner was playing the exact same game. In 2008, a massive $10 million payment for the 2010 South Africa World Cup bid was transferred to accounts controlled by Warner. Later, Warner allegedly took another $5 million bribe for the 2018 World Cup. It was a perfect, self-funding circle of corruption, where marketing rights and World Cup votes went to the highest bidder. But while Blazer and Warner were celebrating their millions, they made one fatal mistake that would bring their entire empire crashing down. The first cracks in their armor appeared not from their soccer deals, but from Blazer's sheer arrogance. Because he believed he was untouchable, Blazer simply stopped paying taxes. Between 2005 and 2010, he hit $11 million in unreported income. He was living like a king in Trump Tower, flying on private jets, and pocketing millions in bribes. But on paper, he barely existed to the tax authorities. Little did he know, a sharp IRS agent in the FBI had started looking into his finances. They noticed that a man with no clear, legitimate source of massive wealth was spending millions of dollars through American banks. The investigators quietly built an airtight case of tax evasion and money laundering against him. Blazer faced a maximum sentence of 75 years in prison. The trap was set, and the feds were just waiting for the right moment to spring it. That moment came on a windy Manhattan street in 2011. Chuck Blazer, weighing over 350 pounds, was riding his mobility scooter to a nearby restaurant when federal agents suddenly stepped out of the shadows and surrounded him. They gave him a brutal choice: cooperate immediately as a confidential informant, or get arrested on the spot and spend the rest of his life in a federal penitentiary. Blazer, terrified of prison, agreed to cooperate. For the next several years, the flamboyant executive became a double agent. He walked into luxury hotels and high-level FIFA meetings wearing a wire, secretly recording his closest colleagues. Even during the 2012 Summer Olympics. In November 2013, Blazer secretly entered a Brooklyn federal court and pleaded guilty to 10 criminal charges, including racketeering, wire fraud, income tax evasion, and money laundering, admitting he misappropriated at least $15 million. His secret recordings gave prosecutors the ultimate weapon, and on May 27, 2015, they struck. In the early morning hours of May 27, Swiss police raided a 5-star hotel in Zurich, arresting 7 high-ranking FIFA officials. The U.S. government unsealed a massive 47-count indictment, exposing over $150 million in bribes and kickbacks spanning 2 decades. The shockwaves tore through the sporting world. Just days later, Sepp Blatter, the long-serving and seemingly untouchable president of FIFA, was forced to announce his resignation. Jack Warner was banned for life from all soccer activities, as was Chuck Blazer himself. Jose Hawilla was forced to forfeit $151 million. But the real victims of this massive fraud were not the corrupt executives who lost their badges. The victims were the millions of ordinary soccer fans who bought tickets and merchandise, completely unaware that the game they loved was run by a mafia. Even worse, millions of dollars meant for grassroots soccer development, particularly in poor regions like the Caribbean, had been stolen to pay for luxury apartments, private jets, and Trump Tower cat suites, leaving young players with nothing. Chuck Blazer's life of cartoonish luxury ended in total disgrace. Banished for life from the sport he helped build, he spent his final years battling cancer and coronary disease. On July 12, 2017, he died in a New Jersey hospital at the age of 72, remembered not as a pioneer of American soccer, but as the informant who destroyed FIFA's golden age of corruption. His story stands as a stark warning of what happens when greed is allowed to hijack the world's most popular game. If you want to uncover more stories of massive financial collapses and the hidden frauds that shook the world, make sure to subscribe to the Collapse Files and hit the notification bell. What corrupt empire will fall next? Stay tuned to find out.